Hi, this is Arsalan. I'm going to show you today the change window and how it works. So this is the default, not the default, but the change window that I have created. So what I did was that I created this change window with the name of RCI 2009 and 2010, and then I defined the start date and the end date for this change window. Um, what that means is that all the changes that you will define between this start date and this end date, so it will be for a year from November 2nd to November 2nd of 2010. So you can see that here I have defined the change windows of 4 hours is scheduled every week on Saturdays. um, the other tab that will show you is the same thing, but it's just basically listing out all these change windows for you. The other tab, the CIs, is basically listing you all the CIs that you can actually pick for these change windows. So now I'm going to show you how you can create your own change windows, maybe specifically for each areas like applications, like networks, like so on and on. So what you will do is simple as that. You click on this new change window, and now it will ask you to fill in all these fields, which is very easy. So for example, let's say we are saying that RCI, we are adding this change window for Rogers Communications, and let's say this change window belongs to all the apps, and it will be for year 2009 and to 2010. So okay, so that's so basically there's a character limitation, so you can just add RCI dash app, but here you can add that RCI change window for apps, um, 2009, from 2009 to 2010. So here you will define all the change windows for 1 year. Obviously you can define more than that. So here the starting date from where my change window will start is November the 2nd 2009, and my end date is 2010 November the 2nd, which would be Tuesday. So after that I will save it, and now you have an option that either you can go on change window schedule and can define each change window um, one by one, which is obviously very tedious task. The way you can automate this whole thing is through schedule change window. So you click on schedule change window, and it will actually give you this window to customize your change windows for the entire year. So let's say I would say that I have this change window type on the weekly basis. I can also have these change windows defined daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly, annual, or I can just make it custom. So let's say I'm saying, okay, I want to change windows bi-weekly, which means 2 times a month, and the change window length, let's say, would be 5 hours, and the starting date would be November 2nd, and the end date is obviously November 2nd next year. And here you can say that you can define that which day or which time you want it. So since we are defining it bi-weekly, we can say that every 2 weeks on day, not Sunday but Saturday, let's say, or maybe Friday. Okay, so let's pick Friday, and then you can define the timing. Instead of 1 a.m. we can say, let's start with 11 p.m. Okay, so here you can see that it starts from the first change window that will schedule is on November 6th, since it will be the Friday. at 11 a.m. actually. If you want to start during the night time, then you want to actually say 2300, and then you will preview it, and then it will show you that the change windows are scheduled for 11 p.m. Okay, so that's it. You will hit OK, and it will schedule all the change windows for you automatically for the entire year. Okay, once that is done, you can actually go back to the change window calendar, and you can see that every twice a month, on Fridays, it has scheduled a change windows for 5 hours. And then you can go on the CIs tab, and you can add all the CIs, that all the app CIs that you think will be part of your change windows. So here, I am pulling all the CI types that are in different states. I mean, you can have a CI in operating state, production state, verify state. So here I'm pulling all my CIs. I will click on this. I just have 2 CIs for this demo purposes, and I will click on OK. And here you can see that all your CIs are listed. So then you can basically save the change windows. So now you have 2 change windows. One is the big change windows, that is a general change window that is not really specific to any specific area. The second change window is defining all the change windows or change schedules specifically to your application. So that way you can define different change windows for each areas if you want it. Alright, so thank you for watching this video. If you have any question, talk to me, Arslan. Bye.